Alright, I'd prefer not to leave without you done, because I don't want to come back here. And I'd have to redo the other puzzle to get here. Those have to be separated. This really fucks things up. Like if I cut... It seems inevitable to have to deal with that, because these have to be lit up. And they're next to these, so there's nowhere else to go. Because these are a pair, and it's forced, so these have to be lit up. Just as a rule, there's no escaping that, just process of elimination. Oh, hey. Oop. There we go. You can make this whole middle thing a shape, and that cuts off all the sides into separate pieces. Ah! These are hard to think about. Everything should be all lit up around here. That's my goal, I guess, is to open this door, because there's 3 cables going into it. What is this whole area? So that's 6. And that's like a nega 6. So how do you do with a 3rd color? But given their proximity, I think these have to be negative space. Or this one has to be negative space, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one could be positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. So this is next to this, but these have to be opposites of each other to make them separate colors. So I tried to do this to fill in this shape. Make this a 3. But I have to also carve off the boundaries around this one and this one. So we need like this, but it's a 3, not a 5. So like how do I reduce that? So then I started poking at making it a smaller... about making a negative space, just because that solves these 2 problems while making it possible to make it a 3 like this or something, but then like this is attached to it, and I'm pretty sure white, yellow, and blue all have to be different shapes from each other, because they're different colors, and that white isn't any kind of like weird neutral exception. So that this feels like the impossible part. Everything else I've done at the moment. That really just means I need to find a way to redo the fact that I think that I did those parts. Because yeah, I defaulted to making the 3 wrap around here, because that solves both of their problems. But now how do I surround this one with positive space so that the negative space single dot is true? Without making them touch this. Fuck. Like, how do I make this 3 happy when it's next to two negative space forced spots? Like, how do I... That makes no sense to me. Okay, so where's the other being? Oh, that's this building over here. But I can't do that to make that shape contained. Okay. So these two have to be in the same shape together, and this is wrapped around them, so that part is contained. So now I just need I need to find a way to add one more orange to this, and then be able to also split the other remaining oranges into a two pair. Ah. Like that's the what you'd go for, because you want those two and those two, but diagonal doesn't count. Like this doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. Can I get weirder with the shapes? Ah, there we go. Whew! When in doubt, cut off the middle, I guess. Not like that, though. So in this one, we're... Okay, so the blues and the blacks could be in the same shape, because there's just two of each of them. So we're trying to essentially remove two oranges or yellows. They're like in a middle ground color that's hard to be sure about, and everyone's going to argue with me. But we're essentially trying to find the middle ground. No, that's the sentence from the previous thing I just said. That's the term from the other sentence that's not related to what I'm trying to say right now. What I'm trying to say is I need to remove two of them from the overall shape. And the way they all fit in essentially feels like a contradiction. Wait, no, there we go. I literally just, like, looked at a notification on my phone for a second, looked back up, and saw the solution instantly. Sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes I just get up and walk away in the middle of a recording for like 10 minutes, and I come back, and then I just cut out the part where I left, and so there's not even a break in the video, and then I just know the solution, because that's the first thing I see. Which is a little anticlimactic, but sometimes you just need to, like, reset. Wait, that's all I have to do. Just grab everything. There you go. Just make them not connect. Well, that makes one part of this happy. Oh yeah, then do that. So these two are together, those two, and then zigzag to make one black, one orange. I'm just gonna call them orange. The cables are definitely yellow, but those seem orange to me. But colors aren't real. Colors don't exist. Surprise! Everything is just... colors are just genres for a site. We made them up. Enjoy. Enjoy this fucking truth bomb. Boom, 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 boom. My brain hasn't even started processing this one yet. I just don't like how many symbols there are, and it makes my brain mad. And so I just stare at it for a while, but don't actually look at it. Okay. This is negative space, and it has to be combined with one of these. And that one's also negative space, so that's going to be annoying. I can combine these 4 and make these attach. And maybe that one and that one. But that raises the question of how I'm going to combine, I guess, that and that. So this one shape has 2 orange, 2 black, 2 white, 2 blue. This outside shape has one of each. Yep. I did it. I did the thing. Okay, so these have to be combined by a line because they're both forced positive. And these 2 pairs probably don't attach to each other, but they need to grab another black and orange from somewhere else. So just that? No? Oh, the blues are split. Oh, that's rough. Because yeah, my go-to example would be to combine this with that and this with that because of the way that wraps around, but the blues fuck up that perfect symmetry of just doing this. So now I got to split it up different, like. Somehow. Oof. And I can't just combine the blues like this, because then that cuts out of that and that and that. So nothing works at that point. I can nab up these. But now this side never combines with that side. So it's even more broken than ever before. And grabbing up the blues doesn't solve that either. They're really capping out how many things are on opposite sides of the screen from each other at this point. Okay, what if I try to make you combine with you and go around the outside? There we go. The big zigzag, like when it's like one of those puzzles where you're walking on the puzzle. It was that kind of solution. Okay. Oop. Doors open. This is the capstone, right? The big fire at the end. Solve the entire zone. Can't do that. That makes the 4 black combine, which would be bad. Okay, so there's a lot of nearby neighbors that you can't combine. So these have to combine with each other, but this has to connect to that one because it's negative space. Which means we have to like go around the outside, So that makes the white happy. And these 2 white are combined. This black needs to be combined with something else, so let's just pick that one arbitrarily. And now just these ones are unhappy. So I can combine these 2 with each other. This is gonna get me in trouble. Okay, let's combine this one instead, because this one needs to connect all the way back around to that one. So these 2 are gonna be a pair with each other. I can combine these on the outside and those on the outside. There we go. Whew! That was easier than stuff that was right around here. Why are the shortcut opening puzzles the hardest ones? I guess it's because they're optional. Maybe I'll solve this one now because I wasn't looking at it for a bit. But all the ones that seemingly open shortcuts are easily the hardest puzzles in the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick some slightly weirder patterns here. This should be happy, this should be happy, so it's just you. It's just you who is the suck. And yeah, I don't see a way around that contradiction. It feels impossible. Because you can't, there's no nearby shapes to combine. The same colored ones are all really far apart. But this has to not be the same positive or negative state as that, or that when they're neighbored. Which these ones can be rectified by just making them solid. But that one can't. This one can't be solid because there's too many solids required to make these guys happy. And I don't think I'm allowed to, like, do something like that. Right? Like, this is a 6. This is a 6. That's happy. That's happy. That's... So, like, I'm testing whether I can combine them or some nonsense, and you can't. I guess that's a bad example because I'd have to do that. Yeah. Shit, nah, I fucked it up. So, this should be happy. This should be happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 happy, happy, and then this combine. No, it would have to be a 4, not a 3. Yeah, no. So you can't combine them like that. So I have no idea how to fix that. It seems I don't even see an approach on how to start changing that. Alright, well this zone was not too bad though, once I got the trick. Where did I leave off elsewhere? I'm just kind of puzzle open. Alright. I think that was a puzzle that I needed to learn this zone to do, and now I can do it if I can fucking ever get there again. Okay, let's run all this. We have to run all the way back down here because we have to go back around the mansion, right? Are you a shortcut I've learned? Oh, this is all the diamond stuff. This was a way I could have gotten down here a minute ago. I don't know how to be completionist in this game because I don't really know where the puzzles are for the most part. Or how to track them down. I don't know if there's like a pond, like in The Witness. Without getting into too much detail, I guess I kind of already mentioned it, but like in The Witness, you can just see how to solve the game. Like it tells you there's like a completionism like location that actually like makes it really easy to find everything you missed. I never finished Dots. Oh yeah, that's where I just was. What's the bottom left thing? Just squares? This thing's very close to being finished. I might not get 100% completionism, 100% completionism in this game, simply because I literally won't know for sure what I've forgotten or not. Is that activated or not? It doesn't look activated. Did I just not notice it? Because that seems likely. It is kind of down here. Is this the last one? Huh? Guess so. That's the map filled in. I just missed it completely. Okay, so you, right? Fuck, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna completely forget any... I don't remember what I was trying to do before. I'm just gonna try to start over. Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes us to 13. So if I do this, it takes us to 12 and 12? Nope. Okay, we need to deal with the negative ones somehow. I guess what's fucking with me about these levels is, like, I feel like there shouldn't... Like, maybe it does make sense, but it doesn't make sense to me, like, to me. That, like, surely there is just a flat positive number of positive spots and a flat negative number of negative spots. And so no matter how you group them, they have to ultimately be equal to each other, right? Across the board, there has to be an equal number of positive and negatives on the board. That's the only way to make them zero out. But no, because there's also this interplay with how many spaces you're currently using. I guess what fucks with me is I'm like, how do I add more negatives to a shape? I kind of wish there was a numerical tracker, because it's really hard to keep it in my head at once. So we're at 9, but we need 9 but have 1. We need 8 but have 2. We need 7 but have 3. We need 6 but have 4. We need 5 but have 5. Happy? That's happy. Those are paired. Those are paired. Those are paired. I don't win. Okay, so if I can make this equal to 0, then it solves the rest of this space, right? But there's one more of these than there is there. Yeah, so I'm like, how do I use one of these up in another shape? But they're all capped out already. So, like... Like, you can't just cut it off. A negative 1 on its own doesn't work. It's just what I don't get is that every time you add a negative 1, that shrinks how much space you can take up overall. So how do I use more of them than I already do? Because that would take any shape I add to the into the negative. I'm already not using a single blank space in these other shapes I'm making. It's so hard to wrap my mind around it and keep track of the numbers and just balance what the fuck I'm looking at. So I need 9 but have 1. I need 8 but have 2. I need 7 but have 3. I need 8 but have 4. I need 7 but have 5. I need 6 but have 6. So that makes that shape happy. And if I want, I could add shapes like this, but like doesn't make the nope, that doesn't make that one happy either. And so right now nothing's happy. And adding those doesn't make them happy. Does this work when you add the extra 1? It does. Yeah, every time you add an extra pip, that makes it, it takes care of itself. But that just makes this problem worse, right? Because now there's even more zeros. Now there's 3 leftover zeros. It's like, what is the thought process here? Let's look at the bridge again, just to switch it up. Okay. I need 9, but I have 1. I need 8, but I have 2. I need 7, but I have 3. 6, 4, 5, 5. Hey! So I just need to invert that. We have bridge. Now I can go try to go up that way, and there's also a shortcut back to the beginning, which further enables me to fuck up that bridge. At least I get to do something else now. Okay. I do not get that puzzle back there. This should just be a straight line. Okay. That's just another little shortcut. Just cuz. Just cuz. Hello. I did it. I didn't even look at the surrounding puzzle at all. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. So this 3 makes that a 2. This 3 makes that a 2. This 3 makes that a 2. I guess that and that. There we go. Looks kind of like a. It looks like a Ninja Gaiden throwing star power up. I just literally just looked at the negative space 3s and just threw the rest out there. There we go. I literally didn't even math out the positive space. I'm just like, this is so symmetrical of what's required of it that what else could I possibly be required to do? Blah, 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 blah. Like, these have to be little negative spaces of 2. And they're all too far apart from each other to reach each other. I can rearrange their shapes slightly, which might make this easier to turn into something. There we go. I just needed to carve out the giant positive space until only a 6 was touching the middle, which seemed like a relatively easy thing to do, and it was. Ah. It will not let me continue to the big puzzle until I solve the mine. There's the flame right there. We're getting really close to finishing the zones. And then I just kind of awkwardly poke around looking for some of the stuff I missed, I guess. God, I need to make sense of this. What about you? Oh, the diamonds. Okay. I know what you are now. That's probably not going to be a good idea. Nope. That's happy. That... These middle parts are happy, but the sides parts are happy, but the middle part is a mess. Needs to be cut in half. Okay. Oftentimes T-shapes solve this kind of problem. Because you can carve the level into 4 T-shapes usually. But we have to ignore the T-shapes that they're giving me. Yep. It is 4 they gave me 2 orange T-shapes and 2 purple T-shapes, and I have to specifically ignore those to go off pattern to make the other T-shapes, which cuts them off perfectly. Oh. Oh. I thought I had to solve this somehow, but I actually just do a 1 or 2 or a 3 to go to the different floors. Now I'm here by this dick. Okay, that's a cool shortcut. Interesting. Still don't know how to solve this one though, so take me to floor number 2, I guess, and I'll take a look at that place.